All right, this video tutorial is to show you how to download and use the GHIN Mobile App on your iPhone or iPad in order to post scores and view handicap information. To do that, you'll need to download the GHIN Mobile App. You can do that from the App Store on your phone or your iPad right here. Once you get into the App Store, search for GHIN, G-H-I-N, Mobile, and then select GHIN Mobile App here. And then you'll see this one at the top of the page with the blue box and the USGA and GHIN logo is the one you want to download. If you haven't downloaded it before, this will say Get here. Select that. In my case, I'm going to click this cloud, so I've already downloaded it. And then it's going to download. Once it downloads, we'll be sent into the app, and it's going to prompt us for our GHIN number, which is our handicap number, and our last name. If you don't know your GHIN number, you can get that by looking at your handicap revision email that we send out on the 1st and 15th of each month, or by contacting us at handicap@gam.org, or by phone at 248-478-9242 extension 114. So we're going to go ahead and click open here to get into the app. And again, it's going to ask us for our GHIN number and our last name. Okay, and it is case sensitive, so make sure you're using capital letters. Then we're going to hit login here when we're done. And it's going to bring us to this tutorial page here where you can go through certain tutorials, or you can just skip it in the bottom right corner. From there, it'll take us to a page with our name, our home course. So in my case, it's the GAM Office Club. Then it will list out our handicap index and our low handicap index, which is our lowest handicap index in the last 365 days from when our most recent score was posted. However, with the World Handicap System starting in 2020, it's going to be the lowest index as of January 1st, 2020, until we get into 2021, where it will go off a 365-day period. So there's a couple things that you'll be able to do in here. You'll be able to post a score, as well as view your course handicap and follow other golfers and look at their information as well. So we're going to start with the simple post a score. So to do that, you can either hit this button here in blue, post a score, or down at the bottom, there is a section that has post a score. So clicking either of those will take you to this page where you'll be able to choose how you want to post your score. There's three options. You can post hole by hole, you can do hole by hole with stats, or you can do total score. We'll start with the most basic, posting by total score. So to click that, we'll click total score here. And then it's going to ask us if we want the GHIN mobile app to access our location. We recommend that you allow, and the reason for that is that this nearby feature that will be enabled on the app later on will pull up all the courses that are nearby you based on your location. So when you go to post a score, it should be very easy. You'll also see this here, recently played courses, which will list all the courses that you've recently played. So if you play one course or a couple courses frequently, that is another easy way to find the course you're looking for. If it's not in that list, you can search for the course up above here in the search bar. When doing that, you can filter it. So if you want to filter, you can filter by state or by country. And we don't care about that for this case. We're just going to search for a course. So we'll search for a course. And we've got our course here in Arizona, Falcon Dunes. And then it will ask us if we want to do 18 or 9 holes. We'll do 18, and then we'll ask us to select the tee. So we'll click there, and then we'll go through and select our tee. So we'll play the Starfighters tee, and then we'll hit done here. And then from there, we'll select what type of score it is. If it's a home score, away score, or a competition score. Competition is a new word for a tournament score. However, in the 2020 World Handicap System, the tournament score or competition score does not have as important of a distinction anymore. But if you want to keep track of your scores in competition, you can definitely do that by marking it a competition score. So this will be a away score for us, and then we'll select the date played. Again, with the World Handicap System, posting your scores the day that you play them is very important to an appropriate calculation. So making sure that you're selecting the right day that you played is important, and also doing it in a timely manner. So we'll select the date. We can move the month, the year, and the numbers here by just sliding our thumb. Okay, so we'll make it the 14th today and hit done. From there, we'll be able to enter our score. Now we can either enter in just the total 18-hole score. If we want to do front nine and back nine, we can do that as well. But I'm just going to do the total score. So I'll type in an 87, hit done, and then hit the blue post a score button here. And then it will take us to a page that says our score has been posted with our score, our recent scores, the name of the course, the date, the tee, or the course rating and slope rating, and our handicap differential. From there, we're going to go in and post another score, so we'll go ahead and hit done here. And then we'll go back in to post a score. So we'll do it from down here this time. And then we'll do hole by hole. So we're going to do hole by hole score posting. In this case here, we'll search from the recently played, and we'll pick Grand Cypress down in Orlando here. Okay, and then we'll say 18 or 9 holes. So we'll do 9, keep it brief. And then we'll select the tee we played, the back 9. And then we'll do home or away. It's a away score. And then again, the date. We'll change that. And then we'll hit enter hole by hole score here. And then you'll see the card will come up with the par, the stroke index, or the handicap holes. And here we'll just start entering in our scores. So the other thing you'll see when you do enter it in hole by hole, it's going to adjust your score for net double bogey, which is a new way to adjust your score for the max you can post in the World Handicap System. So if you don't want to learn how net double bogey works, or want to worry about what holes you get your strokes on to properly apply net double bogey, we recommend just posting the score hole by hole, and you'll see the system will automatically adjust it for you, as it did on hole 12 here and hole 18. So then we'll hit post score, and then we'll get a summary of our score. And then also here, our averages on the par 3s, par 4s, and par 5s. Okay, we'll go done, and then we'll do our last posting, hole by hole with stats. So hole by hole with stats. And then here, we'll look at a recently played course again, and we'll select Meadowbrook here in Michigan. We'll do 9 holes, and our tee, select the silver tee, front 9, then hit done. And then home or away, and then we'll select the date. And then finally enter hole by hole score. Oh, and you'll see this message that we can't post on this date in Michigan, obviously, because in Michigan you can only post your scores from April 1st to October 31st. So we'll go ahead and quickly change this date. Slide it here to oh, I gotta change the year. Okay. And then hit enter hole by hole score. And then you'll see here we can keep track of our stats. So the top line, what's in blue, is what our score is. So we're going to click a 5 here, and then we can keep track of how many putts we had if we hit the green in regulation, and then if we hit the fairway. And then we'll go on and move on to the next hole. Do the same thing, but this case here we had a bad hole. We had 3 putts, and then we missed the green, and we also missed the fairway. And when we miss the fairway, we have an option to say which way we missed it, left, right, short, or long. So we'll select that there and then move on to the next hole. And then we'll just play boring golf the rest of the way. The other thing about this is that it doesn't look at exactly or has a strict definition for how you keep track of your stats. So for me, I might count a putt on the fringe as a putt in a green and regulation, but you might not. And so it's open-ended on purpose so that you can keep track of stats the way that you want. So we'll go through this and finish our scores here. And then we'll hit this blue button here, review around. And then from there, it will give us an ability to look at it. And if we want to adjust it, if we had typed in something wrong, we can fix it at this point by clicking in the box that we want to adjust and then editing it. So, but we're just going to go ahead and hit post score. The other thing that we can do if we're during hole by hole posting is this save round option. So if we want to do this while we're playing, we can actually do that. We can type in a couple scores, hit save round up here, and then the next time we go into the app, it's going to ask us if we want to continue posting that score, and we'll say yes, and it will take us right back. So you can even do this while you're playing or in between holes if you're driving to the next hole or you're sitting in the cart waiting to kill some time. You can do this. But we'll go ahead and hit post score here and finish up. And then when we do that, you'll get a summary of your score and then also a summary of your averages. And then if we go down a little bit further, more information about how many putts we had, how many greens we hit, and then where we missed the fairway and how many times we hit the fairway. So a lot of cool information. If you're interested in that, you can do that and enter that in if you'd like, but it's not required. Next, we'll talk about how to view your course handicap. So to do that, you'll click this course handicap calculator here. Then you'll find the course that you're looking to play. So you might want to, again, you can do recently played or search. So we'll just do recently played. We'll select a course, and then we'll say 18 or 9 holes, and then we'll pick our tee. Okay, we've got our tee here. And then we'll hit done. Okay, and then from there, now if we want to add other golfers that we're following, we can do that. So we can hit select golfers here. And then anyone that we follow, which I'll show you how to do it a little bit later, we can add. So if I want to add a couple people, I can do that. Select them and then hit add golfers. And then now their course handicap will be calculated as well, which is listed here. Now you can see that it will default anyone of the same gender to play the same tees that I'm playing, but for a different gender, I'll have to select those tees. So Adam's going to be playing the champ tees, and then it has our course handicaps where we can get those calculated and go and start playing our game. Okay, next thing that we'll go over is how to follow golfers. So to do that, we can go back to the home page here. And from there, the easiest way to do that is to go to golfer lookup here down at the bottom. And then you can search for golfers. So when we search for golfers, we click this filter button here on the right. That's going to allow us to figure out how or what people we want to look for. So we can look by people in our state, or we can also check to show only people in our club. So if there's people that your course that you play with a lot that you want to add, you can click that and it's only going to allow people that are in your club. So then I'm going to search for someone in my club. type in their name, hit search. Okay, and then to add that person, I'm gonna click the star here. And then once that star turns blue, that person will now be in the people that I follow. So if I go back to home here and then select golfer lookup at the bottom, you'll see now, oops, if I go back here, click in the top left, and you'll see that now he is listed as my followers there. All right, if I want to unfollow them, I just simply unclick the blue star and then they will go away. So I did that to one of my golfers and she disappeared. Okay, and the next thing we'll show you is how to look at your stats if you enter them in. So to do that, you'll go to the bottom here, there's a stats section. And then this will pull up your score history, but then also if you click the stats button up here, you'll be able to see your stats summary based on how many rounds, either 3 rounds here for scoring or for our advanced stats, 1 round. We can also select this menu here to change what we're looking at if we want to look at certain scores, only tournament scores, only 2020. Lots of ways to look at it. And then finally, the last thing that I want to show you is more settings. So from the home page here on the bottom right, there's this more button. If we click that, we'll be able to see our handicap history, which again, it's going to update every day. If we put a score in and that score goes into our calculation, it's going to change it. So you'll see now it's not just the 1st and the 15th, but it's any time that a score was entered. And then you can also see at this more menu your card. So if you want to view your handicap card, that will come up there. If you need to take a screenshot of that, so to go over to Scotland, you can do that. And then you can see some other things in here as well in terms of course handicap calculator and other ways to learn about the World Handicap or to log out of the app. All right, that concludes this tutorial on how to use the GHIN mobile app on your iPhone or iPad. Appreciate your patience as I'm not a normal iPhone user, so this is a little different. But if you have any questions, feel free to contact us at handicap@gam.org. Again, handicap@gam.org, or by phone at 248-478-9242, extension 114. Thank you very much and have a great day.